Hey there friends, Miss Rachel here. It's time for another Teen Craft Academy. Except we're gonna actually kind of take a little bit of liberty with the idea of a craft, and this week we're gonna be making mug meals in the microwave. So, a little bit snackish this week. So, all you're gonna need is a ceramic mug that is microwavable, and then a few pantry items that you probably have at home. We're gonna stick with breakfast stuff today, and we're gonna keep it like at level 1, the basic stuff. If we like this video, we can get into a little bit more advanced stuff later. Alright, let's give it a try.
We're going to start with a mug pancake. Now, if you want to cheat, you could just use pancake batter from a box, but we're not going to do that. We're going to start with 1/4 cup flour. And then we're going to put sugar in here, and that is going to be 1½ teaspoons. And it would have been smart to use the ½ teaspoon 3 times, but I used the regular teaspoon once and the ½ teaspoon once. It works all the same. Next, we're going to grab our baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. You're going to need a ½ teaspoon of baking powder. And we'll want our vanilla extract. That's going to be a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract. And when you're doing this, if you're using the same size, Riley, out of the way. If you're using the same size little spoon, use it for the dry materials first. Next, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of milk or water. I prefer milk, gives it a little extra flavor. We'll stir that all together, and just like when you're making regular pancakes, you do want to stir it until it's no longer lumpy, which might take a little bit, but not too long. Now we're going to microwave. This is going to depend on your microwave. For me, about 60-65 seconds worked well. And we'll just top it off with a little bit of butter and syrup and enjoy. It should taste and look pretty cakey. Next, we're going to do French toast. So we're going to start with another mug, and first we're going to want a teaspoon of butter, and we're going to want to melt that, so we'll just pop it in there and then put it in the microwave for about 15, maybe 20 seconds, so long as it is melted. Then we're going to go back and we're going to get our milk again, 3 tablespoons of milk for this one as well. This time you do probably want to use milk. Don't use water for the French toast. We'll get a little bit of syrup. This is going to add a sweetness to it. You could do a teaspoon or more. It's really to your taste. I'm going to start with a teaspoon just because I'm not sure how sweet I want it, and I can always add more syrup at the end. Next, we're going to get our cinnamon, and we're going to want a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then, likewise, we're going to use that same spoon and get a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Pop that in there, and then we're just going to grab our nutmeg and put a little pinch of that in there. If you don't like nutmeg, you can leave it out. It's just a little extra flavor. Then we're going to need 1 egg, and this is what makes this one slightly more advanced, because we do have to make sure that egg is cooked, and we want to mix this all together very well with a fork. Now, it's not French toast if you don't have bread, so we're going to take our bread and get 2 slices of it and tear it up into big chunks. This is a very good little thing to do with those end pieces of bread that maybe you don't like for your sandwiches or toast as much. They taste just fine as French toast, so if you have a choice, I would recommend grabbing those. And it can be any kind of hearty bread. Now you want to add the bread to your cup and mix it in so that it is coated in that mixture. You do want to be gentle though, because you don't want your bread to break down into mush. So, stir, but stir gently. And now that it's all coated, we do need to wait a minute and let that mixture soak all the way into the bread so it's not just sitting in the bottom. And now that we're done with that, we're going to put that in the microwave for 60 to 90 seconds. My microwave is a little weaker, so I'm going to do that 90 seconds. And, oh, cat again. My cat is very nosy. And now that it's done, we'll just top that off with some butter and syrup again. That's totally to your taste. And we'll give it a little bite. Pretty good. Well, thanks very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to learn how to make more mug meals, and join us next week for another Teen Craft Academy. Bye-bye.